How to make a woman choose you, even when she has options. Most men lose women before the relationship even begins, not because another man was richer, not because another guy looked better, but because they became emotionally desperate the moment they liked her. See, when a woman has options, and let's be honest, most attractive women do, she watches how men behave under pressure. Most men compete. Most men over-pursue. Most men try too hard to win her. And ironically, that's exactly why they lose. Because the man women remember is usually the man who never acted afraid to lose them. In this video, I'm going to show you the psychological traits that make a woman naturally gravitate toward you, even when she has other men texting her, chasing her, and trying to impress her. And trust me, the last point is the one most men completely ignore, but it's the reason some men become unforgettable. Let's get into it. 1. Be a man who is comfortable without her. Neediness kills attraction faster than competition ever will. A woman can forgive flaws, she can forgive mistakes, but desperation, that drains attraction instantly. The moment your happiness starts depending on whether she texts back, whether she chooses you, whether she stays, you silently hand your power away, and women feel that pressure immediately. Being comfortable without her does not mean acting cold, it does not mean pretending not to care, and it definitely doesn't mean playing fake alpha games. It means your identity is not built around female approval. You have your own purpose, your own standards, your own emotional center. When a man feels emotionally grounded, he radiates calm confidence. Not arrogance, not ego, just stability. And women feel safest with men who aren't trying to emotionally trap them. Ironically, the less you try to force her to stay, the more relaxed she feels around you. And that emotional comfort opens the door to something deeper. 2. Make her feel seen, not impressed. Most men are busy performing, showing off money, trying to sound important, trying to prove their high value. But here's what many men never learn. A woman will forget what you tried to impress her with, but she will never forget how deeply understood she felt around you. Ask better questions, not interview questions, not fake deep questions copied from social media, real questions. Questions that make her feel like you actually notice her. Pay attention to the little things, the shift in her energy, the way her voice changes when she talks about something painful, the small details she mentioned weeks ago that every other man forgot. That's where emotional connection is built, because connection beats competition almost every time. A woman can meet 100 attractive men, but very few men make her feel emotionally understood. And when she feels understood, she begins attaching emotionally. But this is where many men ruin everything. The moment they feel connection, they rush. 3. Don't rush emotional intimacy. Fast attachment feels exciting in the beginning, but slow emotional build creates trust. A lot of men move too fast because they're scared. Scared she'll lose interest, scared another man will take her, scared they'll miss their chance. So they overshare, overtext, overcommit emotionally before real trust is built. And women feel that emotional pressure immediately. See, tension is powerful. Anticipation is powerful. The strongest connections are rarely rushed. They unfold naturally. Let conversations breathe. Let silence exist without panicking. Let curiosity build slowly. Because when you rush emotional intimacy, it can feel transactional, like you're trying to secure emotional ownership quickly. But when you pace things properly, she feels respected instead of pressured. And once a woman feels emotionally safe with you, she starts watching your life more closely. That's when she asks herself one important question. Does this man actually have direction? 4. Lead your own life. A man without direction becomes emotionally dependent on women for meaning, and women can feel that instantly. If your entire life revolves around her, she feels pressure. Pressure to entertain you, pressure to reassure you, pressure to become your emotional purpose. That eventually becomes exhausting. But when a man has discipline, goals, standards, a mission, his presence feels different. Women are naturally drawn to men who are moving somewhere in life, not because of money alone, not because of status alone, but because direction creates emotional security. A focused man feels grounded, stable, reliable. And here's the truth. A woman wants to feel like she's entering your life, not becoming the entire reason you exist. And once she sees that your life has structure, she starts paying attention to your emotional behavior. Because attraction can start with chemistry, but long-term attachment is built on emotional safety. 5. Be emotionally predictable. Not boring, not weak, predictable. Meaning she knows you won't explode emotionally over small things. She knows you won't disappear randomly. She knows your personality won't change overnight depending on your mood. Emotional chaos creates anxiety. And many men confuse emotional instability from masculinity. One day they're obsessed. The next day they're cold, then possessive, then distant, then angry. That emotional inconsistency destroys trust. But emotional stability, that feels rare today, and rare becomes valuable. A calm man stands out because most people are emotionally reactive. When your energy feels steady, your presence becomes peaceful. And that's when a woman starts viewing you differently. Not as another guy trying to impress her, but as a man who actually has standards. 6. Don't try to win. Be selective. This is where most men completely lose themselves. The moment they really like a woman, they stop evaluating her and start desperately trying to prove themselves. But high-value energy is selective. You're not trying to be chosen by every woman. You're deciding whether she deserves access to your life too. That mindset changes everything. Because women can sense when a man is operating from fear of losing them. And they can also sense when a man has standards. Standards about respect, standards about behavior, standards about peace. The man who is willing to walk away from unhealthy dynamics automatically becomes more attractive than the man willing to tolerate anything just to keep a woman. Because self-respect is magnetic. And when a woman realizes your attention must be earned, your value rises naturally. But there's one final thing that separates temporary attraction from deep emotional attachment. And honestly, this is the part many men underestimate the most. 7. Protect her peace. A woman remembers how she feels around you, more than your money, more than your looks, more than your game. If being around you feels draining, stressful, chaotic, she may desire you temporarily, but she won't feel emotionally safe staying. But if your presence brings calm, if she laughs more around you, if she feels emotionally lighter after talking to you, she will naturally associate you with comfort, and comfort creates attachment. That doesn't mean becoming soft, it doesn't mean tolerating disrespect, it means your masculinity is grounded instead of emotionally reckless. A peaceful man is rare today. Most people bring confusion, noise, drama, emotional instability. But the man who brings clarity, calmness, leadership, and emotional steadiness becomes difficult to replace. Because at the end of the day, women may have many options, but very few men make them feel both attracted and emotionally safe at the same time. And the man who masters both usually becomes the man she chooses. If this video spoke to you, subscribe right now because this channel is about helping men build real confidence, emotional discipline, and masculine clarity in a world full of confusion. Drop a comment below. Which of these traits do you think most men struggle with the most? And if you made it this far, give this video a thumbs up and share it with a brother who needs to hear this before he loses himself chasing validation.